My name is Heidi Cordner. I'm a math department head at Huron Heights Secondary School in Newmarket. So I always tell my students on the first day of each semester that this is my full-time job as a teacher, and then I have this side gig of being a professional arm wrestler. I really can infuse it in teaching math. In a subject like math, I explain to them that at first it's not going to be easy and you have to put in time. Just like math, you've got to put in time to practice it. And then the more of it you do, the better you become at it. And I have an arm wrestling table in my classroom, so I'm always keen to show people, first of all, how to stay safe. I give them some tips and tricks, and it's fun for them to learn a couple of little moves and techniques so that they can beat their older siblings or their cousins or whatever. When I was growing up, so I have two younger brothers, and my dad always arm wrestled with all three of us, not just the boys, it was the girls too. And when we'd have our family get together for holidays, we would always end up arm wrestling. My cousins, my uncles, my aunts. It was just something that we did in our family. So my dad was a big advocate for me. He always wanted me to feel that women can be strong and be leaders that way as well. So I kind of take that into my professional work as well, to kind of remember that women can be good leaders and strong advocates and be good role models for younger women. So my journey as a professional arm wrestler kind of started around 2002 when I met my husband, my now husband, on our first date. He beat me at squash, and I didn't like that too much. So I challenged him to an arm wrestle, and I beat him. And he said that he had seen a professional tournament and that you can compete professionally in arm wrestling. And I said, well, I'd like to try it. So in 2002, I went to my first tournament. And I didn't do very well, but that's okay. But then I got married and I had my two kids, so everything was on pause. And then in 2012, I met my now coach, and he kind of took me under his wing. And since then, that's when my journey kind of started. I've traveled all over the world. I've been to Poland, I've been all over the States, all over Canada. I've competed against people internationally, and I won World Arm Wrestling League hammer. They have like these Thor hammers, and I won that, so that was memorable. There's quite a community that builds, even though in Canada arm wrestling's not a recognized sport. In Europe, it's huge. Being an athlete, I think it's a good role model to be for young people, because I'm careful about what I eat. I'm careful with my sleep, my water. I see the students all the time at the gym. When I live locally, so I see them working out, and they see me staying healthy. And I'm getting older. I'm almost 50, but I'm trying to stay in shape and healthy mind, healthy body. I think that's a good example for students. It's good for them to see that you can be older and look after yourself and still be in good shape. I'm competing against people who are much younger than me, sometimes half my age. So I think that's kind of inspiring for people. We're all about body positivity and encouraging women to accept themselves, women and young girls actually, to accept themselves, and that women can be strong and powerful and still be healthy, even though they don't look like size 0 supermodels that you traditionally would see. I've been inspired by people who are older than me and people who are younger than me. A lot of my students inspire me. They encourage me, they push me, they want to be proud of me. I remember after one of my super matches coming in to my classroom, and the whole class cheered for me because I had won, and they had followed it on social media. So like they're invested in my success, and that's a great feeling.